Hi, I'm Erica with SpeakMethod.com, and in this lesson I want to discuss the order of study in your pronunciation training. People often ask, which order should I study in? Should I start with important sounds? Should I start with consonant sounds or vowel sounds? What should I do? So I find that there are two key approaches that I end up using with most of my students. The first one is a results-oriented approach. If I meet with a student and that student knows that he or she is going to give some presentations and would love to really see some quick change, then I think about a results-oriented method. And the best way to do this is to find about 3 sets of sounds and then really focus on those strongly at the beginning of the training, and even to take it a little bit slowly with those 3 sounds or sets of sounds in order to learn them thoroughly. For example, T, O, and A these are 3 sound sets that a lot of my students need and that make really significant improvements in people's speech. So that by having only these 3 sounds in the American dialect, a person will already start feeling more confident and feeling like other people think they're easier to hear and everything. So with this results-oriented approach, you're just looking for which sounds are most important, isolating just a few sets. In truth, T has several sounds, O has several sounds, A has several sounds. So actually, this isn't really as easy as it looks. So this will take some time, but these are all very important sounds, and once they're mastered, your speech is quite a bit different. And then after you've mastered those, move on to another set. And of course, which set of sounds you choose is just dependent on you. Everybody has different sounds that they need to work on, so you would have to choose which sounds are most important, or get some feedback from a teacher or from a friend. And then the second approach that I do take sometimes with students is just a long-term approach. This usually comes up when a student meets with me and says, I've been in the country for 10 years or 20 years. I'm over 40 or over 50, over 60. I've been speaking this way. I've been speaking English actively and with my habits in this way for a long time. This means I know that I'm not going to change my speech in 2 or 3 months. I have to change a lot of old habits, and it's much more realistic for me to think about the long term. Or maybe also, the student might have a very busy lifestyle or a lot of work plus family, just a lot going on, so the long-term approach makes more sense. In this case, you can just study all the sounds in the 750 Business Words course in order. And instead of thinking about achieving short-term goals as you go, think more about establishing a daily practice. We all know that when we really want to change habits, establishing a daily practice is a very effective tool. If you choose to do something for 20 minutes a day or 30 minutes a day, if you really do it every day, you do, over time, start to see results. So if you think about your pronunciation practice in that way, then you will, slowly and over time, begin to get these results. And by the way, I've had quite a few students who are older, like me, around 50 or 60 plus, who were, in fact, still able to change their speech. So your age does not need to be an issue. Still persevere in your pronunciation training. Okay, and that completes these few tips on the order of study when you choose to start your training.